Loads of room, but bags of room there.
I know, but I don't want to scratch up.
You're not going to scratch your car. Come forward. Yeah, just go forward. I'll guide you forward. I can see it. It's clear as day. That's it. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Loads of room. Keep going. Loads of room. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep... You're nowhere near. Keep going forward. Go forward, keep going, 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 keep going. Oh, look, stop. That's it. Now go straight. What's that mirror? It's not my fault. You're driving. Yeah. Look away, mate. Don't look. Woo! Thanks, Mike, for coming all the way down. Go on the vlog. Rubbish driver. Right, going to run a little test now. I'm going to drive the vehicle past and throw the key out the window and see what happens to the car. See what happens. Give it a go. Here's the key. I'm going to drive by. I'm going to throw it to Mike and see what happens. Catch. I'm still driving. Still driving. Interesting. So I have no key now in the vehicle. I'm still driving. Bit strange. So if you throw your key out the window whilst driving your car, it works okay. Which is quite strange in itself. Go back up. There you go. So if you do happen to throw your key out the window, the car still drives. So that still works. I'll stop it here. Turn it off. No key. I need the key back. Once you turn it off, you can't start it again. Right, so if you haven't got the key with you and you turn it off, at that point you can't turn it back on again, obviously. But once it's driving along, it works fine. So there you go, little fun test. Thanks for your help.
Thanks for stopping, you know, all the way down.
Well, I didn't want to do it too close in case it was interfering. I wanted
Yeah.
to prove that,
Yeah,
didn't want to make you walk down here. Right, in terms of me warranty issues, I contacted them on Twitter, then I emailed the service team, or whatever they're called, the after sales team. Nissan, they emailed back asking me to provide a bit more details, my reg number and the issues I encountered. I then got a phone call, get it right in a minute, a phone call from Kel at the Nissan director's office, who said sorry for all the problems you've been going through, which, as I pointed out to me, aren't any major problems, just loads of little niggles and bad attitude or customer service. He then took all the details down, and I had a phone call that was yesterday. I had a phone call today from Nissan Gloucester, ringing up to say sorry from the guy there, the head of customer service department, and they're going to try and put things right. So I've got to take my car in on the 10th and swap it out for another Nissan Leaf as a courtesy car, and they're going to look at all the issues that I've had, and they're going to run through them with me. So all these little niggles, hopefully they will look at them and get them sorted, because there's still a chance that they may look at them and not find the issues that I'm encountering, like the slight play in the steering. It's pretty difficult to get that to play up, to feel it, but hopefully it'll do on the day, but I don't think it will. The creaking dashboard, it's been creaking all the time. It's creaking now, so that should do it, and all these other things should be fairly visible. So hopefully they'll sort it, but obviously I'll do an update to let you know how that goes, and that'll be not this week, next week, so we shall see. That is pollution for morning, campers. It's a Friday. 883 miles, 100%. Yes, another successful charge when I get up in the morning and go to work. No issues whatsoever. Now, I have been noted as saying there was no 12 volt attachment on this vehicle. Someone, thankfully, has said, "What are you on about, you madman?" There is. And there we go. They didn't actually say that. They were very polite about it. Part of the reason I've never really noticed it is when you're looking down, that is what you see, is a light of that. That head height pretty much reflects, I think, pretty much reflects what I see. Yeah, pretty much. Well, my head is here, so that's what you see. So yeah, you've got your, I'll have to go and tell Susie this, I don't use a 12 volt, but she does, I think. So that's your USB, that's your audio jack, and then you've got the 12 volt here. That is cool. So if you do need it, there it is. And that's something, obviously, as I haven't tried to use it, is something that I haven't really even looked for. So there we go, my ignorance. Right, laters. This morning I'm going to try and beat my best of, I think, 92%, might be 93%, I can't remember now, to work. I'm pretty sure it's 92, I've almost got that on 93 I think before. So I'm driving on D or B mode, depending on the severity of the hill. So on the way down it's B, but there's start at 100% charge, so it'll be mostly in D, because it's made no difference. And I'm on Eco. So we shall see what it is when I get there, but I'm going to drive really slow. And if anyone comes up behind me, I'm going to pull in and let them pass. I'll drive as slow as I can. Well, not as slow as I can, because I suppose I could go 1 mile an hour if I wanted to. I'm going 23 at the moment. And we'll just see what the percentage is when I get there, see if I can beat that. Because it's such a short journey. But we'll see if we can do it, see what difference it makes by driving incredibly slow. 94%. Took like twice as long to get to work, but not quite twice as long, but close to it. But yeah, 94%. So that's 2% up. Would I do it again? Probably not. That was driving at like 20 miles an hour. I pulled over 5 times to let cars by in such a short journey. But yeah, 2% up, so it can be done if you need it to. I can see situations where you might want to do it, like you've got a real long day ahead. Then obviously you could push the car to quite a lot of extremes, I suspect. If you didn't go on the motorways, for instance, for a long journey on the back roads, it'd take you hours and hours, but it might be quicker than stopping to charge. Who knows? Like if you go to a motorway service station to get from like 20% or 15% or whatever you're on when you arrive, it gets up to 80% in about 40 minutes realistically, and then to 100% it can take, you know, another hour on top of that. So it may be quicker to travel tortoise and hare thing, I was thinking. Interesting thought. Okay, just come out of work. It's at 90%. I probably went to, well, I didn't go, I went quarter of a mile. I think it went down to 92, 93. It's definitely lost 2%. It's a bit strange. I'm going to monitor that more from now on, just to see if it does lose percentage when it's just sat there. But can't be 100% sure, but I shall keep an eye on that. Just a little one I thought it just seems odd at the moment. I'll see if there's anything in it. Just sat here with my boy and just noticed something. That. Interesting. I think that is actually, I think that should be there. I think. Like it is down the bottom. Starts there, no. Starts there and sort of falls off. And then that's goes around there.
It's funny, doesn't it?
Oh shit. I don't know really.
It's me too behind back.
No well. Bye. Here's the other side.
Better.
That side is spot on. There we go. Popping out on a little trip. Where are we going, boys? Oh,
Pizza Hut.
Mummy's in the back.
It's not just a boy.
No, that's right, Toby. I'm not a boy.
Do you think
Not
it'll be a comfortable
boys.
journey in this
It's not
Leaf, or
boys.
do you think it will be a disaster?
It'll be.
Disaster, I think, yeah.
Okay, bye. It's a 7:20 on a Saturday morning, and I've popped out some tea bags. But one thing I wanted to show you that I experienced yesterday was sort of a reminder that this is like a computer more than a car almost. I started it up and kept my foot on the throttle, and the car rolled off at about half a mile an hour, but from there on I could not, it wouldn't work. I couldn't get the throttle to work at all. So it was like tiny bit of power, just enough to move the car, and I'm going to try and redo that again as long as leaving a car park. I've done it before where I've started out and put my foot down too early and nothing happens, and then it slowly kicks in and then it goes, and then it's alright then. But it's almost like if you slam your throttle down before it's booted properly, it doesn't recognise where the throttle setting is. But I will try and demonstrate what I mean if I can get it to do it again at all. So, put my foot on the brake, put my foot on the throttle, start it up, and then keep trying to put it in drive. Right, I'm in drive now. No, so that shot straight off. The exact opposite. That was a quicker start than I've ever had. Right, that's interesting. You may have heard it wheel spin then. It went off at full pelt. Right, let's try something else. Let's turn that off. Okay, what on earth did I do? I might not ever be able to mimic this. No, it's actually a real quick start off. Right, okay. Let's try it a different way. Not exactly sure what I did now, people. I'm very, very sorry. Right. I've had it before where you put it in drive. No, it just starts straight off. In fact, I'm driving off now before the tune's even started up. That's bizarre. I've actually never had that. You just have to wait for the tune. In fact, when the tune's coming on, I put my seatbelt on intentionally because it just takes so long. Well, it takes 3 or 4 seconds to boot up. Yeah, it's just straight off. Right, I'm going to try something different. I'm going to pull in here. I wonder if it's something to do with the seat detection. There's definitely it definitely did it. So it's just trying to find out how we got it to that situation. So I'll lock the car up. A lovely morning here in industrial state in Cinderford. Right, let's try it again. So that's now all locked up. I've got out of the vehicle. Perhaps it's on an initial. Let me put my seatbelt on just in case. I'm pretty sure I have a seatbelt on. Foot on the brake. Nah, it's straight. I can't get it to do it. Okay. Alright. Don't know. Very, 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 very odd. Right, if any of you guys can get to do what I was talking about. So what I'm talking about is you get in the car, you turn it on, your foot's on the throttle, and when you put it into drive, basically nothing happens. You get about, just enough to move the car. And I got that yesterday, and I thought it was doing what it usually does, which it slowly rolls out. So I rolled out the car parking space. But then it carried on rolling like that. I was thinking, what? And even though my foot was planted to the floor, it wasn't going any faster, and it didn't. And in the end, I had to stop in the middle of the car park, boot it off, and then boot it back up again. But what I'm doing now, weirdly, is the exact opposite. It's probably the quickest startup I've ever had. If you're in a rush, you'll know what I mean. Is that 3 or 4 seconds is just a bit annoying. And I usually take that time by putting my seatbelt on. And even then, I've put my seat on before the thing started up. And there's usually no throttle response, or very minimal. You usually start it out, if you put it in drive, if you can get it in drive, it just beeps at you, beeps at, beeps at until it's booted up, so it won't let you put it into drive usually. What's happening now is I'm actually getting it in drive and driving up whilst the music's still playing. And I'll just demonstrate that now. I'm going to concentrate the camera on the outside of the car so you can see movement, but what I was doing is foot on brake. So it's driving as the music's still coming on. So it's the exact opposite I was trying to demonstrate. But there we go. Off I go home. This is young William.
Agent Will.
Agent Will. Or aging Will, not sure what you said, but he's hard to understand. It's a mouse, it's not part of the car. So you're going to have a go at driving it, aren't you, for the first time?
Yeah.
Bit ad hoc. Give it a go. Right. So if you press the power button, which is
it neutral?
there.
Is it?
So put your foot on the brake, sorry. And then press the power button, that's it.
I can feel the brake now. There's a handbrake.
No handbrake. And then
The program
just turn
is
the-
Kate Aiden.
right. Bit different to what you've ever experienced, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. So here's your essentially your gear stick. But all we've got is drivers, no gears at all. It's like an automatic, but it's not really because there are no gears.
Okay.
So go across and back and you're in drive. There you go. So now I would put your left foot on the brake where you've got your right foot at the moment. That's it. And then use your, that's right, and real gently you can just start set off and just steer left and let it go left.
Why isn't it making any noise?
It's funny, isn't it? Go.
Oh.
Take your foot off the brake.
Oh.
That's it.
Wow. It's weird.
And then once you get to this little area, take it all up there. Go for it driving it.
I might just go around here. There's a carpet on me.
Yeah, but put it in a minute. It's been out of my seatbelt. Oh, hold on, I put my seatbelt on. Oh, someone else has got the seatbelt on. Can't be the driver. Driver always clinks and clicks before he makes a trip. Pull it in there.
There's my rover.
Just pull it in there, and then
There's the old rover.
we'll go up there. I'll show you when it'll.
Can you see the
thing.
rover? There it is.
Yeah, I can. Yeah. Oh, rover. That's his rover. Just do a bit of a turn and go back out that way.
Steering's light. Fucking hell.
Yeah. Might want to put your seatbelt on. Suggestion. What's your impression so far, Will?
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's weird, though.
Put your seatbelt on, and then. Right then, go for it again. So, if I take it off, it's on eco at the moment. Take it off eco.
Yeah.
It'll be real pokey now. So if you go up that way a bit, make sure there's no one up there, and then when you're on it straight, just put your foot, slam your foot down, and hold onto the steering wheel. So slam your foot down now.
Whoa! Whoa! Well, that's whoa.
Addicted?
Yeah. Whoa. Incredible.
No one knows you're joyriding. That's a good thing
Yeah.
because it's quiet. Not that you joyride or no, or be silly in any shape or form. But and then reverse is across and up. So you're in reverse now. You got a little camera.
Oh, that's good, isn't it?
You just reverse back and then
Where are we going?
just run in a circle. Will's having a go at driving out your car first time. There's a car coming. There's a car coming that way. So if that, and then of course it's back across, same as it was before, and down. That's it. And then you're in drive,
Wow.
and then just floor it when you go up here, just to get the real.
Oh, you can't even hear me. It's silent.
Silent assassin.
Yeah.
It runs people over. It doesn't really. There's this theory that you've got to have a real, you can have a noise emitted from the car because it's so quiet.
Yeah.
But once you've got road noise, it's just this noise. You can't really tell the difference. If you stand outside the road, you can't really tell the difference.
Yeah.
We're going in circles.
Yes, we are. What do you reckon, Will?
Yeah, that's cool.
Electric cars, are they milk floats or are they?
It's good.
Alright.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
How much circles are we going to do?
And then when you stop, you just put it in P. Just press that P button. And then you press the power button. That's it.
Oh.
Alright, innit?
It's nice. So did the handbrake just come on then?
Yeah, so it's always in park, essentially. There is a handbrake. It's right down there, but you need to put it on.
Push.
Yeah. Not sure if you can hear that chair rattle. Morning campers, off I go. Today we should be having a little interview with Susie as well, dragging her into it and to see what she thinks of her leaf so far, being about a week in. Not quite, about 5 days in, so we shall hopefully have a little interview coming up. Hey, we're on 3999. Soon to be going over to 4,000 miles. Next milestone on this video diary. Wow, a mile's a long way. I am actually driving you along. Oh, the phone's gone funny. There we go, people. 4,000 miles. Excellent stuff. Okay, off to Susie's to see how she's getting on with her leaf. Have a little chat with her. If you want to drive economically, go around with a pot of paint in your footwell. You drive ever so slowly in your corner, very slowly. And that's the way to improve your efficiency. Rural leaf's top tip. So Susie's leaf, very windy. Doing nothing. Messed about, filming that. See? Wrong way around, she can't get out the driver's door. It's quite funny. Dog peeing. What's she doing? Look, she's filming a video blog. See? Yeah. I want to watch you get out this door. This is how Susie magically gets out.
No, my parcel is quite up scratched today.
That's the answer to that question. Notice Susie's seatbelt thing as well is just come off, just like mine has, just sort of flops around. That's poor design.
Susie's Corner! Susie's Corner! Okay, so here it is. Leaf, charging station. In we go. Okay, so this is my diary blog that I've been forced to make about my Nissan Leaf, which by the way I love. I've had it for 5 days, and the only concerns that I have so far, apart from worrying that I'm going to run out, is I found this on the floor. I'm hoping that this is surplus to requirements, although it may not be. I have actually picked it up and then put it back down there in case you think I'm that lazy. Not today, I'm not. The only other thing I'm having trouble with is setting up my car wings, but I know there is some technical support at Nissan to help me do that. It should be fairly simple, but at the moment I cannot get it to connect. I just turn the heating off as we're not actually going anywhere. But what else can I say really? I've charged it out once with my charger, and here we are again. I've driven all over the place, to school, to work, back to school again, and basically at the moment this is just an audio diary, as I don't really want to be on camera. I guess it's going to have to happen at some point. Just driven over to Gloucester and back, and yeah, all I can say is 5 days in, I'm loving it. Okay, so here I am in the Leaf, and I'm not actually going anywhere at the moment, but I'm planning a trip to Cadbury World, which is, according to the information on the sat nav, about 100 kilometres away, and I'm trying to find a charging point on the way so I can plan my route, be nice and organised, not run out of charge on the way with my kids in the back and have to walk down a motorway hard shoulder, because apparently if I do that I'm likely to get a slap, probably for good reason. But anyway, so I've gone to the map. You have to appreciate that me and technology are not the best of friends always, and 2 seconds. So I'm going to edit my route. I'm going to add a waypoint, and the one I want to do is add a quick stop and a charging station. And all these charging stations it's found are not on my route. If you can see that, my route's in the yellow and it's up here, so I'm going to go to options, show a route along the way, and quick charging stations only. So, okay. It's now searching for the options. Still searching. Still searching. Oh, my arm's aching now. Data does not exist for this location. Thanks. So, I will let you know how I get on. There must be charging stations on that route, but I will let you know. Anyway, I'll speak to you soon. Bye.
A problem that Susie had was car wings not connecting.
Yes.
Not only that, not showing any charge points
No.
en route to Cadbury's World, which is approximately 62.4 miles.
Or 100 kilometres.
1 hour and 20 minutes.
2 hours.
You should be able to get
according
there.
to my car.
How many?
2 hours. 2 hours, 100 kilometres.
Yeah, that's wrong. So, I'm now introducing her to Zap Map.
Ooh.
This route, Susie's car wings, was set up as eco route, which you should never do.
Okay, got it.
Because it takes you, take you all around your hat. And if
Yeah,
you know
it did.
the
It
song,
tipped me up here.
all around my hat. Brilliant touchscreen. So that's now ruined. So, yeah. Susie mentioned earlier she wasn't very good with technology. This is a classic example. So we did have it all set up. I'm going to go away and redo the whole thing that I just set up. If Susie doesn't touch the computer again, we'll be fine. So we have got from Cinderford to, it says Birmingham, is that correct?
Yeah.
Is that where it is it?
I hope so.
And along route, yeah, 62 miles, I said before, we've actually got 2 rapid charges.
Okay.
So it's interesting, that one. That's a Nissan garage. I know where it is because when I went to Birmingham, my trip, or it's a golf club, one or the other. It's a Nissan garage.
Cool.
That is off route though.
Mm.
Sure. Let's go to directions. Zoom in. With this, every time you zoom or do anything with a map, it gets rid of your directions. So you need to go back to there and say directions again, and it puts it back in. Birmingham is really, really bad for charge points. So you've got this. This is the one we've been to before, not you, but we did. We went to our trip on Birmingham. We went round here and up round this way to Sutton Coldfield. There we have got rapid charges. So you could go to, what's this one here?
That's off route as well.
It is off route. Let's just zoom in and get rid of the thing. And that is the same one I looked at. So that's the Nissan one. I think that's probably your best bet, to be honest. Go to that Nissan one.
Will I need to
Charge
charge? If I'm at 100%,
No, because you get it on 62 as long as you stick it 60 to 65 on the motorway.
no probs.
And
And
then
I'll get back again.
No, you won't get back again. No chance. Unless you speak to a Nissan representative and say you do 124 miles. But that's sort of, at best, a misunderstanding. At worst, a complete lie. As your proof. So if you did that journey and tried to do that, you wouldn't do it. No, absolutely zero chance of you going up there and back down again.
Okay.
This is a charge point. So I'd go to that one. What day are you thinking of going?
Thursday.
Oh, that's right. They'll be open then, Nissan.
Mm-hmm.
So on the way out, you need to go off route to that rapid charge. Yeah, it's a shame because there are. You go through Gloucester mine, so you can get to Gloucester, but it's too close. But there are rapid charges coming here somewhere. I think possibly here.
Okay.
So you're gonna have to stop on that journey, but you need to use that map and not your car wings. Really, the point here is, if you use eco route, it's going to screw you over. And don't trust car wings because the charge points on it are useless.
Okay.
Okay, so for anyone, you need to use ZapMap or a load of different providers. But ZapMap seems to be pretty robust
Okay.
to plan your journey. So don't even worry about car wings, as in terms of its planning, where its charges are, because it'll never be accurate even if you keep clicking update car wings charge stations.
So I just work out how to get onto that map on my car or on my phone.
You need to do it on your phone, can't go in your car. Downside to ZapMap is you need to have a data signal.
Okay.
So you plan your journey before and write down the address of where you want to go.
And then put that.
You
as
could put
my
that postcode as a
waypoint.
waypoint, yeah, in the thing.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
But there you go.
Cool.
And let's try and see if we can get your car wings system sorted, because it doesn't seem to connect, does it?
No,
So we'll
not,
try that.
Not at the moment.
And then that'll be the end of your thing.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Because you're not doing it right, you've opened it and you locked it. There we go. Sorry. Weird, because we're both getting on the left-hand side, which is a bit strange. Oh, you're climbing through.
No, it's only because I didn't park.
Oh, is it? It's almost like you got your charger fitted the wrong side of the house. It's almost like you need a charger fitted.
Yeah, well, he didn't tell
That's
me that, did he?
No, he didn't tell you that. You're right.
He wouldn't.
It's all his fault.
Well, I thought. Don't film this!
I'm not filming it much.
Because
Yeah, brilliant.
I thought.
Sorted. Easy. Right, we're actually getting there. There's a purpose. This isn't. I know we do boring videos, but there is actually a purpose to this. Susie's Corner is like the most boring. I think it's probably on a par. It's just as boring as my videos.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
No. Right, so
Right.
you're saying your car wings isn't working,
Yeah,
is that
so I've
right?
got
I don't need to see your password and stuff, because otherwise other people can use your...
No, but what I was going to
details.
show you, I don't want to show my details. No.
I can't remember how to make it work, but I've done it before because I've had
Yeah,
the problem
I
when I was
know.
in Gloucester.
You might
Right,
not
this
be
is
able to
the
reach destination.
information I
Button
got
to
from
check.
Nissan.
Proceed to the highlighted route.
Yeah, choose menu, car wing settings, security settings. Alright, go on then. Have you put
Okay.
username and password in?
Yeah, hold that. Oh, I just put it in there.
Let's enter it and then turn it off.
Okay.
We've done that, so user ID and password must be sent to the sender right away. Send now. So we've entered the username and password,
It just confuses me because
but it's
it
not
says
working.
uppercase, but you have to press it to say uppercase. When I've done it before, it said it won't connect.
I think it's a signal, you know. I think if you went to Gloucester and did it, I think you find it'll work. This is what happened when I did mine. I did it at my parents' place in their garage, and there's hardly any signal.
So am I doing it correctly? I followed all the instructions
Yeah, that's
I've
right.
been given.
That is the way of doing it.
Connect to information center.
But mine never said failed. It did all this,
Yeah.
but it just still didn't work. Mind you, yours says no
Ta-da.
service.
And then it said, well, when I've done it before,
Connect to information center.
it said connection could not be made at this time or something like that.
Mm. Yeah, it's like it's got no SIM in it, but then it could be like it's got no signal.
Connect to information center.
But then
Yeah,
I can
definitely.
connect if I go on the website. It just logs straight in.
Yeah, it's
on my
working
phone,
now.
I just log straight
It's
in.
working. But, too late. 29 frames per second.
What have you done? What have you done?
It's only a username though.
It's a whole.
And I seen it. I said done it again. Look.
Well, I just said a phone.
Well, they're gonna have to guess a lot of characters to get the password. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So that we've worked out. You need to ring car wings.
Okay, got it.
Right. What you're gonna do now,
Okay.
just to make it more boring, you're actually gonna ring through to car wings. It is a Sunday evening, but it's a good little tester to see whether or not you can actually resolve this. I mean, you could be potentially just stuck somewhere, and unless you were told by someone who's already gone through all this that the car wing system is a complete waste of time because the charging
Well, this
stations
keeps
aren't.
saying my session has expired. This is
Ah,
the
that's
time I've
it's
done
not.
it.
Yeah, you see, you changed your story a little bit now because you said you could log in successfully.
Yeah, well, I have done before when I couldn't log into this. I thought I'll try it on there. Maybe I haven't done something on the Carwings app or on the website that I'm supposed to have done. Logged in there. Fine.
We'll see how
Welcome,
you get in.
Susie. Now I can't get on to
Give
this.
it a go again, and then I'll
Okay,
film the error.
That's my thing. That's my password.
Yeah.
Remember me. Keep me logged in. Join.
You spelling Susie right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
So press
says-
OK.
Just sends me back to there.
Hmm.
So I'll give them a call in the morning. I'll go on a demo.
Demo.
This is what it should look like.
Should have that. So that's never worked then.
No.
You said it has worked. You said you've logged in.
Yeah, I did on
On
here.
PC.
No, on here.
On the
I
app?
logged on the website when I sat in
On the
car.
website or the app? I think you're thinking of the website, you know.
Could be the website.
Yeah.
Can't really remember it all. It's the
It makes
same.
sense. I don't think
It
you've ever
all
logged
looks
into
the
there.
same to me. I'm gonna have to ring Guy, or I was hoping Ian would sit in the car and go, there you go.
Yeah, no,
There
it
goes.
doesn't.
I still didn't get it.
No, it's not set up properly.
You
It's
still
not
don't
set
get
up
it?
properly. That's my evaluation. You can't log into the app. That's what I used to have, but before I got my Leaf, when I attempted to log into the app, it didn't work because the
okay.
SIM hadn't been set up.
Okay.
So I don't think it's been set up correctly.
I'll give Guy a ring.
But you didn't get the emails like me, did you? I had the emails before I took delivery of the Leaf. I had to
No, I got
ring them up
after.
and say, what is going on with our car wing system, please? And they said, oh, we don't do it like that anymore. You have to set up your username and password.
Yeah, you see,
and
this
then-
one says I can now log in. It's all working. It may be I haven't done something.
You got that email though after I rang up, didn't you? You
Yeah.
didn't get-
Yeah, after
Chased
we
him to
both
get set
spoke
up.
to him, yeah.
So I've taken Susie's phone off and I've actually logged in and read what it says on the screen. It says, if you don't receive this email within a few hours, please contact the Nissan Leaf help desk by phone. Haven't got the confirmation email.
I got that from Guy.
No. That's the stage you're at. You're at stage 1,
Oh.
which it won't focus so you can't read it, but you're at stage 1, which says click on the register button, blah blah, and follow the process. You'll quickly receive an email confirming that car wings has been properly activated. Well, it hasn't. That's where the issue lies. Question.
Yeah.
What is one of the problems you encounter with where you are situated?
Um,
Up a road here, you see. Will you be able to answer correctly? Because I think you've got a problem. Apart from your parking situation, obviously we have to climb through half the car to get to the other half.
Unplug my leaf.
They might unplug your leaf, you're correct. But what would draw their attention to it?
It's a blue flashing light.
Yes.
Shall I show you? Do you
don't-
want to see?
Not really, because
Okay.
people probably know what the blue flashes look like. But these, I have mentioned in a very early episode, they seem awfully bright. And of course, when you're sat in a lane, people come walking down here and they're like, oh, what's this? And they think, oh, it's real bright lights at 3 o'clock in the morning. When I'm hammered, what I'll do is I'll unplug this stupid car. So they need some way of turning it off. There needs to be a setting to turn that off, hopefully. With a firmware update, you can actually do that. Or you just get a bit of masking tape and stick it at the top of the lights. Yeah, good idea. Yeah. Bit of masking tape on a
Yeah.
quite
Or
expensive
I
car.
could just move.
Move house. I suppose that's the solution. Masking tape's probably cheaper.